Hi and welcome back. In this video, we'll see how to design those 3 carousel effects using Figma prototyping tool. To follow me in each of those 3 tutorials, you can go to the description down below and download the exercise file for the carousels, where you can find the assets you need to create the carousels. Without further ado, let's get started with the first one. Let's go to My Assets page and let's select the plate, the leaves, and all the pizza. Command C to copy and Command V to paste in our prototype page. Now I'm gonna create a new frame that has approximately the size of the plate. Maybe it will be 450 by 450. So let's select the plate and the leaves and drag it inside our frame. Next, let's remove clip content and select it so we can see what happened outside of our frame. And rename this frame pizza. Alright, now select all my 4 pizza frames. Let's make sure it's selected from this. Click and drag inside the frame in a way that the first pizza will be on top of my plate. Alright, let me rename this. Let's rename just frame for the moment. Alright, now let's go ahead and hit Command C and Command V and duplicate the main frame. Alright, now select all 4 pizza and move them to the left side, so the second pizza will be superposed over the plate perfectly. Next, let's go to rotate and let's rotate my pizza 90 degrees. Alright, this way all the pizza will be rotated. Next, select the leaf and the plate layer and also rotate it 15 degrees. Alright, maybe 10 degrees. Rotate it slightly. So we're gonna create some kind of parallax effect. Then let's duplicate again and let's move all my pizza so the third one will be on top of the plate, and let's make a rotation of the 180 degrees, and also for the plate and the leaf 20 degrees. So for every frame we are doubling the rotation value. Select the 4 pizza and this will be our last carousel screen, and let's rotate this minus 90 degrees, and for the plate and the leaves 30 degrees. Alright, now we're gonna connect all those frames, but first thing, select the main frame and hit clip content so we don't have distraction. Alright, now let's go to prototype, select the pizza layer, as you can see the pizza layer, and connect it with the second frame, and let's select on drag let's go with gentle 800 millisecond, and it's smart animate. All right, let's select the second pizza layer and connect it with the third frame, on drag, and keep everything in default so Figma will understand our last settings, so you don't have to change anything. Next, select the third pizza and connect it with the fourth frame. All right, on drag and gentle. Now we're gonna go back. So once we drag from right to left, we'll see our pizza rolling like that. Now to make the opposite effect, we'll go from bottom to top. So let's select let's select this last pizza connected with the precedent frame, on drag. All right, also for the third frame and for the fourth frame, on drag. Make sure that it's on drag and not on click. All right, now let's go and hit this flow and let's test our slider or carousel. All right, so if we drag our pizza roll to the left and to the right. All right, and also as you can see, there is slight rotation of my plate. All right, so first let's go and create a new page. And let's pick a frame and choose iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. Next, let's go and pick the ellipse and let's create hit shift key and create an ellipse. Let's move it down to the frame, inside my frame, move it to the top. All right, and let's give it a gradient. So I'm gonna choose, for this I will use the plugin UI gradients. Here we have ready to use gradients. Let's pick the gradients you want and maybe change this like that. All right, next let's go to assets and let's bring our cup component. Maybe we'll downsize it, hit the K key and scale it down. Make sure it is centered. Now let's duplicate it, Command C, Command V, and select the frame. Let's go back to layers and uncheck clip content. All right, so we can see what happened outside the frame or outside the edges of the frame. Let's duplicate this again. And here we're gonna start by creating our carousel effect. Let me change the images. Select the second cap images copy its fill value and let's paste it. Select the images inside the component. Let's hit paste. Again, for the third image, copy the fill value and paste in the fill value of the component. Alright. Next, select the 2 cap and hit K key and scale it down. And let's put the second cap in the edge half, showing inside and half outside of the frame. Alright, let's again clip content of the main frame. Maybe we need to add a navigation bar. So like that. Let's keep it selected and let's change the black color to white. Let's move it down like that. So we need this room space. All right. Also, we need this card component. So this will be the products of our home screen. Let's duplicate like that. And you can change the images and the title, but for now we'll focus only on the carousel. All right. So we have our first screen ready. So let's hit Command C and Command V to duplicate. And the first thing we're gonna need, let's select the 3 caps and move them in a way that the second cap will be on the center of the screen. All right, now let's hit the K key and scale down the first one. You can use this frame as a reference so you can align it with it. Let's keep that like that. And the second one, let me scale it up. All right. And let's change the gradient to orange gradient. Let's pick that. All right. Now hit Command C and Command V and duplicate the second screen. And let's select the 3 cap. Let's do the same thing. Like that. Scale down the second cap. Align it with that. And the last one, let's scale it up and center. All right, now let me create some space between each frame so we can see when we connect each other. Let's pick the prototype and select the first cap and connect it with the second screen. Pick on drag, smart animate, and gentle. All right, let's connect the second cap with the third screen and pick on drag, smart animate, gentle. Again, the second cap will connect it with the first screen and on drag. All right, and this third with the second screen on drag, smart animate gently. Right now, let's test our flow. So here we go. If we drag, we have the cap dragging and the color of the background changing. And we need to change this color, the third one, so we have a complete effect. Let's pick this and let's drag. So let's begin by creating a new page. And let's pick a frame of iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. Now, let's start by adding a navigation. This will be our home screen. We name it home. All right. Now, let's start by bringing those 4 cards to our screen. Select and paste inside. Zoom out. Let's remove clip content. Now we're gonna select all 4 cards and let's go here and let's say minus. We're gonna stack the card behind each other, minus 245. All right. Now let's pick 2, 3, and 4, the cards that are behind the main card. Hit the K key and scale them down, then center. Now select 3 and 4, scale down and center. And the last one, the 4th one, scale down and center. All right. So we have this perspective effect. Next, let me center this. All right. Next, let's go here and pick this product card. Select the home screen and let's align it to the bottom. All right, let's align it with the navigation. Also this. All right. Let's duplicate. Add the title for this section. Feature it. Let's change to a darker gray. This is not so important for our tutorial, but it's just to look complete. All right, now let's get started by creating the shuffle effect of the card. Let's duplicate the home screen once, then let's jump. maybe let me reorder this like that. Also for that. All right. Now the first thing we're gonna do is to move this first card to the left, and let's hit clip content. All right. Hit the K key, and let's adjust the size to be similar to the main card or the first one. Let's move it a little bit to the side, and let's bring the first card opacity to 20. All right. Let's duplicate the second card and move the main card opacity 20 and hit the K key and scale up the third card. Right, now for the last screen, let's move this like opacity 20 and scale up the last card and center. All right, now let's go to prototype here, and first let's connect the first card. Make sure in your layer you are selecting the first frame, and let's click and drag to connect with the second screen. Change this to on drag, smart animate, gentle. All right, now let's pick this card and connect it with the third screen. On drag, smart animate, gentle. Again for this card, connected with the last screen. And then let's go back to create the opposite effect. On drag left, so on drag, select this card and connect it with that screen. On drag, all right. Now let's hit the flow play and let's see. Right, that's the image search. Now if I drag to the left, right, to the right, all right, we have our nice effect. Nice